and got our one and only pudding. That is crazy. Welcome back, everyone. We are back with Ace today. Of course we are, because we love this leader. I love it as much as you do. We're just going to keep on refining this one. Yes, I will be covering other leaders very soon, but had to get this out because I want to keep refining this until we have the best leader for this current meta. When this Oden drops, no one's going to know what hit them, right? Now, if you want to jump straight ahead to the games, please just have a look at the description below. We've got all the timestamps you need to get to those games. Now, I'm not going to spend too long on this deck list because we have covered it quite extensively in the video up here. What I just want to say is we've made one small change, one tiny change. After my last playtest with my last version, I feel as though we're missing pudding. So what I've done is I've dropped Gion down one and added a pudding. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'm a bit on the fence about this move because having a one of in the deck, it's very hard to find. Now, if it was a 5 cost, if pudding was a 5 cost, I would be very comfortable with a one of in the deck. If any of these, like if this was a 5 cost, very comfortable with it in the deck. But because it's a 4 cost, we're not finding it through our ace effect. We're not finding it through this ace either. We might be able to search for it through our Charlie, but essentially this could get buried very easily. We might find it, you know, in our midway through the game, in our top 5 search with ace and just chuck it down at the bottom and we never see it again. So what I want to know is, do you think we should play a one-off of pudding, or do you think we should add more puddings and reduce something else? That is what I want to know from you. Are you guys comfortable with having these small numbers? And I feel like, you know, 2 is small, 2 is small, 2 is small, 1, this is okay because it's a 5 cost, and same with these, but this, and this, not too sure. Actually, this isn't too bad because we can search through this one, but yeah, these are the 2 that I'm not feeling great about, but I don't know what to reduce here. This is performing really well and it needs all this support. We could drop a Satori, but I don't know. We need the 5 cost, right? I mean, we could drop some Satori, add some of this, we lose some 2Ks, but then we could add 2K here. Really curious to know what you guys think. And also, don't forget to comment down below what leaders are you guys struggling into, because I need to know this sort of information so we can start to build this deck for all of our tough matchups as well. Without further ado, let's jump on in to some games. All right, we have Bonney. This is the match we want. This is not the hand we want. We're going to mulligan for sure. Yep. Okay. And not only are we up against Bonney, we are going first. So not our ideal curve. We got Oden. And I think we do a Sanji. Really hard to call, but I think we do the Sanji. The reason it's hard is because they're going to rest. We're going to defend this one. Oh, and not only that, we have a pudding in hand. So Bonney's ideal scenario is they go very, very, very big on their hand. And this is a really good scenario for us. So we will attack in here. Use card action. They rest our ace leader. They lose. No, they just take, because this is what Bonney wants. This isn't too bad. They attack into board here. Yep. And they leave this one as it stands. We let this go. And we have 7 Don. So we will attack. They've got nothing to rest. And we play Oden. Oden on curve into Bonney. Maybe this is the thing. Maybe this is the secret to Bonney. For our deck, that is. Okay. I feel like they've got a pretty decent board happening right now. No blocker. No blocker. All right. We're going to Viola. We're on 9. So we can throw 2 on. We just need a 5 cost. This is the one we go for here. So 2 Viola and return Viola. Or I just play the Viola. I think we start attacking board here. Okay. 2. Charlie's better. 3 for Charlie. Nah, we're going to do Viola, and that way we get to play her back again. So return this one, play her again, and I just don't know. I think we got a big enough hand. I think we do have a big enough hand. Sword opponent's life. Hey, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. We'll give them that at the top though. And I think we go again here. Just got a decent amount of counter in hand. 1. All right. We'll see if this was a bad decision or not. I think next turn I'm going to become a 7k. I feel like that's the right play. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Oh, and they had a Hody. So we need to save 4,000 in counter. I can get out of this. So I think we do. I don't think I need the pudding. As much as I thought pudding was going to be the savior here, we didn't actually need it. And we've still got a 2 and 2. So if they... What are they going to do here? Right. Okay. Viola. Ace. We use the ace because we can just fetch it back. And they are going hard into us here. I think we can afford the Charlie. We're not looking for anything in particular, so we can get rid of that. All right. This is very intense, right? We didn't find an ace, so we can't do this ace here. That's okay. It is okay. We'll do a viola. We can do... Actually, what do I want to do here? I want to play a viola, return a viola. So we're just going to do a 1 here and attack. We still need an attack board. Get rid of this thing. Resting leader. Yeah, I feel quite good about where we're at right now. Really good about it. Return this one, and we can then play 2 violas. So I'm going to actually just attack at Mihawk. That's a loss. They lose this one. Play this down, flip that down, play this down, flip it down, because we've already dealt with their life. We know what's there. We've got Cavendish, no, Shanks, Cavendish, then a kid. So I think if we just keep on attacking their board. Now, I didn't really account for this. Going to ditch this. Going to ditch this. Take that. Freezing, okay. This is a setup for a kid. Always watch out for that one. All right, we are grabbing a 2K here. We can do our kid thing, actually. We can do our kid thing. That's pretty cool. So if I attack now, our life is so good, we don't need to worry here. Throw this one down, grab this, play this out, turn into a 7, return this, and end turn there. This is a really, really strong turn. And the way we are able to actually play around Bonney through all of that, she effectively rested this one, which is now no longer rested, froze this, which was not frozen. I mean, yes, it was frozen, we couldn't attack, but it's now not something that they can attack into this turn. They've got no targets on the board other than our leader, which is now 7k, and we got 5 life. So they need to decide, is this the turn that they set up the kid? And if they do that, they need to wipe something off the board that's already strong. Really awkward position for the Bonney. And they've only got, okay, I was going to say they've only got 2 life left. So this is quite wild. What's just happened? What has transpired here, guys? Going for the freeze of Oden. Freezing this card. Right. Freezing this card, and they're going to attack everything into the Oden now. So the Oden won't survive. And because the Oden won't survive, we just let it go. Because they would attack here, attack here, attack here, attack here. Well, that one not, but they knew we've got 3 in hand. And we're going to have to let this one go as well. Yeah, they had basically 4 attackers. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got 3 in hand, so they knew they could get through us. We will defend 1. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just taken it. It's okay. Now, let's see if we can become a big boy again. We can. Place on top, Oden. And this for next turn. So, attack board still. They've just got all these blockers. They're going for a kid for sure. I'm a 9. Let's become a 10. No, we'll stay at 9. It's fine. What will they rest? Blocker or ace? Ace. Yeah, should have done the 10. And we've given them the Cavendish and the Shanks. Just going to end the turn, I think. Should have done more into that. Should have known that they were going to rest the one that could attack. So, I don't think they're getting through 5 life here. The thing is, well, this is good. There's another thing on board. They need to drop a kid. We know they've got 1 kid here. I don't know how many they're running. They haven't done much searching, so maybe they are stuck and don't have a kid. Honestly, if they drop a kid now, we're in trouble. Because they've got 3 blockers on board, so going to be really hard. And they have decided not to play kid. So, actually okay with everything here. Take this one. This is another trigger. This is great. And that's going to destroy a blocker. I think we have this. And we did set a 5 cost ace at the top. So, should be able to stop this. They rest something. That's fine. Here's what we do. We got to do this play first. Take this one, KO this. Now we should be okay. If we do a 7 to start with, they rest something. Let me see if I can math this out. We've got 3 attackers left and we need 2 of them to hit. They've got 1 blocker, which means everything needs to hit from now. And because they use so many 1s just then, I'm inclined to think that they've got nothing. We can do a 7k, a 7k, and an 8k. And we actually know this is got no counter. So we hope that they don't take this. I think we're actually good. I think we are actually good here. And we're going to take it. We're going to take it down. The reason I don't want them to take the life is because they don't know what this is, but we do. And if they're relying on this to be a 1k on the last hit, but they might just concede here. And this is guaranteed. All right. I should have known, because I hadn't played this, I should have known that at most I had a 2k. That was a good game. Really good demonstration. I myself am going to watch this game over again and understand the Bonney matchup even more. This was a very educational game for everyone involved. I hope you enjoyed that one. I will try and find another game that we can enjoy though before we end this video. All right, we have Koala. Let's see how this goes. We get the choice, so we're going to take second. Pretty good. We're going to keep it. All right. Our typical turn 1 play here. Sanji pass. So they do work on hand destruction, so I don't want to stay too high in hand size. I think what we're going to do is actually counter this out. A little bit wild, but we're going to do it. And got our one and only pudding. That is crazy. All right. Let's do this. Two Odens. No. All right. Got a 5 cost here. Gonna Sanji first. So now we're back onto a 5 card hand, which is okay on this turn, but the following turn it's not. Get to take one of those life. Yeah, so I think they can play the Karasu this turn, but it's when attacking that they take the life. Robin can drop next turn though, and she is the one that's going to do the most damage. So that's the one we're very, very cautious of. Don't have a 2k. Just going to take this one and trigger. Yes, we will. We'll ditch this here because this might find us a kid ace. Okay. Everything is looking pretty good. Pretty good here. There's another Oden. Gonna play this down. And I think we're gonna do 7-7 here. And now our hand is a little bit big. This is going to get Robin for sure. So got to think of which two we're going to ditch here. Actually, now I'm going to do the 5 because they've gone low hand. And then they'll take this one. So we're actually dominating their hand more than they're doing ours. This is insane. This is actually insane. And they quit on the spot. Now, I'm going to actually leave this video in because, not because they quit and we win, but because in that 4 turns we had, we just showed how our ace deck can actually dominate the hand more than their deck here. And perhaps they quit here because they were just bricked up. They had no play. Sort of makes sense. They didn't want to pursue this any further because, yeah, that looks rough. They didn't have anything they could really do this turn. Sad to see. I think they quit too early, but you know, same token, let's just move on to the next game. This one is going terribly. Can't waste time here. Let's us move on to the next game and not waste time here. All right, we have Grape Luffy. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. All right, we have second. This is good. This helps us search, but we're going to mulligan because we need Oden. And finding these ace kids are absolutely amazing. I'd rather have this in hand than the 5-cost PRB because we can easily find the 5-cost PRB through searching. We can't find this as easily. So this hand is good. This hand is good. I am looking forward to this match. So I think our aim is just going to be trying to take the first 2 life. No, I think next turn we heal. It's okay if they trash this card. If they spend resources to get rid of this, that's fine. Next turn we heal. We don't take this one. We don't need to. So we're going to Hiyori heal, which isn't the best at the minute, but... and we're going to grab this, which is really, really handy here. Might even Gion. Because playing this Gion will stop their giant being as effective. So take the top and place it back at the top. I don't know what to get rid of here. I actually don't know what to get rid of here. It might be the ace. Or I can defend too. And then play Gion. Really tricky. I don't think I'm going to place anything on the field, is what I've decided. So attack me with your leader. I take. They don't even attack. They're worried because I Hiyori'd it. Trying to play around this top card worked in my favor here. And we can significantly hurt this deck. We can do a lot of damage. Please don't quit on me. Don't quit from seeing this, because that's going to hurt. That will set them back a lot. And I don't know, will they still play around this card? Will they take the risk now? They can establish another body here. If they play the Zoro, I think that's a good turn. They might be content with not swinging in right now. Found another Zoro for next turn. Yep. That is pretty amazing, actually. So I'm going to play 6 into 6, see if we can take a 1k here. And drop the Oden. Now we're in a great zone. We are in a very good zone because we can start doing this ace loop. Become a 7k, then we're not worried about them being a 6k leader. And getting past, like, then they need to add the Don to be able to hit into us, and it's going to be Don that they don't have. So I think overall this is good. And they're still worried about this? Nah, they're not. Second one. Second one strong. We might not be able to play this next turn. Oh no, we're on 10 next turn. We went second. Yes, we can do this. We can do the 2, 5, and 3. And might just loop this one back. Like, we're not trying to heal this turn, so yeah, loop this one back and establish the body. I think that's the way we go. I think they are just don't know what to do here. Don't know whether they're trying to play around this card or not. They're probably thinking, what's the worst thing that could drop? A Kiku? I mean, they probably don't know our deck. And they've passed it. Okay, so we want to find an ace. If we find an ace, we are pretty happy. Just going to do this. Just going to play this out. So we're going to use this one and turn that into a 2k. So pretty big here. We are pretty big. What we can do is, I'm just trying to think, we can do Gion down, play another one. So I might actually do, I'm just going to attack here first. Let's start there. Going to try and do some damage here. I might actually play Gion first. I should have done that before. I'm going to attack 9 here. Now, if they do Giant, they ditch a card. And then we zoom back Hiyori to hand. So playing a card, they ditch a card and then they lose one more card. So Gion is doing her thing. Let me know what you think. Should we have 3 Gion and no pudding, or should we have 1 pudding? Should we ditch something else? Let me know what you think here. All right, they look a little bit stuck here. We want to leave this upright. Don't want to take any risks here. We don't have any blockers up, so going to leave it there, which means we can't push for next turn win. It's going to be very hard for us to win next turn. Not to say we can't, but it's going to be hard. And I think they're going to clear our life pretty heavily this turn. I think they're going to want to play their Luffy, and they're going to want to do the restand thing to go all out this turn. But I don't know if they can clear all this life. They've got 5. So essentially they need to drop the Luffy as well and have everything hit. And that's not clearing, actually. That is not clearing. We just have too much counter in hand to stop that. Couldn't have stopped an attack into Oden. Can stop them taking our life here. And if we trigger a Satori, we're on easy street. We have 5 attacks coming their way as well. So depending what they've got in hand, they might already see a loss here. And of course, what we are considering doing here is looping this back and becoming a 7k again. Against these go wide decks, being a 7k leader is awesome. It does feel really good. And we have the choice next turn whether we attack board or attack face. Really cool stuff. I think we're going to go for face because we have the Gion down. And that's just going to be a little bit more powerful. They've shown they have the giant. So that is one they defend, but Gion effectively makes giant lose its extra effect. It just becomes a 4k counter because you discard a card to play the giant. You draw 2 cards, so you're basically +1, and then Gion negs the 1, so you're at 0 again. Which means, because Gion's only once per turn, we might then switch to face. We might switch from face to board, depending on what they do here. And they do realize, I'm sure they realize the board state right now is, I think, a really crazy one. If you're not looking at this going, thinking this is going to come to a conclusion very soon, then you need to keep watching these videos because there is a lot happening right here, right now. Now, Oden is what I'm worried for. Oden is what I'm worried for. We take this hit. It's a body we can trigger. It's a body we can trigger. They can bring 2 back. They'll have 5. They can hit 11 into this, or they could spread it across. I think we're going to trigger. I think we might be okay here. And it's just now another body. So they might aim for this ace. This is why I didn't ditch this one. I was thinking about it, but this ace is an easy target. They're playing really well, in my opinion. And us punishing that pudding did nothing to them. So yeah, 7 here. They could easily clear this ace if they wanted. This Oden. And yeah, if I had have not played out Satori, I could have defended it. So 6, 12, we can't defend this one either. Shouldn't have played the Satori. Shouldn't have played it. We might be okay, but we would 100% have been okay if I didn't play that Satori. Because we did ditch this 2k. So if I had have kept the Satori, I would have had 8k in counter. Okay, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. We're safe here. And that's fine as well. And now that you've shown your hand, we can safely block this. We might want a blocker. I'm going to use ace here to get out of that one. And this might be a Robin. I don't know if they play Robin anymore. Maybe it's just, okay. Freeze down my guy, that's fine. But we can still attack here. We can still do all the things that we need to do. I'm going to search. We start with searching. I'm going to put an ace at the top because this gives us play here. we can do this effect again. What do we want to do? Are we getting past this board state, and what is their board state going to do to us? I think we need to become a 7 again. So we do that. We start there. Okay, so we got this. Now what we're going to do, attack, face, attack, pudding. Attack pudding. We need to attack their board. So I think we attack pudding. There's 2 cards from hand. And if they use a giant, then they will be at the same amount, sort of 4. They'll be at 4. Okay, there's a giant. Gion activates. They have to ditch a card. Right, so now we can do 8 into this. Do we just do that? Or let's do 6 at life, and maybe we play down a blocker. Okay, I think that was all right. And we're going to play it over Satori. And look at opponent's life. It's that. Okay. All right, we're in business. So 5 coming our way. We're a 7k leader. It's a bit scary. It is a little bit scary. They might go down for this Luffy this turn. Resting. No Luffy. They'll have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 8. Sorry, they've got 2 puddings. Forgot about that. Okay, this is significant. This is significant. We're going to have to counter out. They should be able to take this. Counter out. Charlie. No, 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 no. And now I think we've got past it. I think this is to play the rush. I think they messed up. Forgot we were a 7 on that one when they did their calculations. And they might concede here because, yeah, I think they were wanting to play this down, or otherwise they were wanting to play these 2 down. Either way, we had that. I mean, they should have actually done this different. I think they could have won on that. I think they could have won. So before we end it, let's have a look at this right here and calculate how they could have done it better, because I think they could have won here. Resting this, I think, was a good move. They had 7 Don left. I mean, after they did this move here, they ended up with 8 Don, right? So 8 active Don. Yep. Because, yeah, I'm sure they had 8 active Don after they did this play. They could have distributed Don evenly, and this is after they do this as well. So they could have had, they've got 3 6s, 2 7s. They could have done essentially 5 8k attacks. 5 8k attacks. I had 4k encounter and 2 life. 2 life? Yeah, I had 2 life. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would have gone through. If they had just done that, if they had done 5 8k attacks, that would have gone through. There you go. So we would have lost that one. We would have lost that one if they had have sequenced that end game a little bit better. Let me know, how do you guys feel about your end game sequencing? Like, how do you feel about your attacking sequence and attacking numbers? Are you confident with it? I am considering doing a video on it. I do have I've been working on this attacking method for a little bit, and I have a version which I haven't seen anyone else do this on the YouTube before. So I'm not sure if this is a technique that is being gatekept or it's something that I have found. Might do that. If you guys are interested, let me know and I will endeavor to cover that in a video. Anyway, until next time, look after yourselves and look after your decks.